So for those of y'all who do not know, Chainsaw Man has been smashing the box office records. Anime has been taking over, and we are now in this new era where no longer is anime just this weekly shows with episodes coming out every week, but now is hitting the big screen. Jujutsu Kaisen is coming out next month. Demon Slayer and Chainsaw Man just had their releases in theaters, and this seems to be like this new era that is upon us, and it is forever changing, for better or worse, how anime is being consumed and viewed in both the Western and Eastern world. It is awesome. It is so cool. Chainsaw Man absolutely smashed it at the box office, like I just said, with a budget of, I believe, 4 million USD dollars, and now making over 100 million USD worldwide. It's absolutely ridiculous. Demon Slayer as well, crushing box office records. It is now one of the biggest anime movies of all time, if not the biggest. So, absolutely insane. Regardless on how you feel about it, we need to talk about it. But first of all, guys, I want to say thank you all so much for the love and support that you guys have been showing us on our channel. It has been absolutely insane. We are over 300 subs. Ben and I cannot be more happy. You guys are amazing. He's visiting Houston right now. Actually, I just was hanging out with him today, so it was awesome. But yes, thank you all so much. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Comment down below how y'all are feeling about Chainsaw Man. I'm very curious to hear y'all's thoughts on this video because, like I said, it's a new time. It's new. It's very exciting, and this is scary for some people. I mean, Chainsaw Man, like I just said, is a huge property right now. The manga is absolutely insane, and it's been crushing it recently. It's still going strong, and with season one getting the reception that it did, and now the movie getting even more insane, amazing reception, it's very interesting to see how this series is going to play out. If we're going to continue getting movies like this chronologically, just following the story, or if we're going to be getting a anime adaptation like a season 2 announcement. Because as of now, we have not got any announcement on what the next plans are for Chainsaw Man, and that's scary to some people, and it's also scary to me as well. But I am super excited and cannot wait to talk about it with y'all. I mean, this is yeah. I mean, if you guys know, spoilers ahead maybe for the Chainsaw Man movie as well. Just in case. But yeah, I mean, this is something that I wanted to talk about, especially after how crazy the reception was for Chainsaw Man. I mean, a lot of people, I think, before this movie might have had different opinions, but now this is something that I think a lot of people are genuinely considering. I mean, before the movie, a lot of people were very much on board, me included, with going back to the regular anime formula that we have all been used to, where a show has 12, 24 episodes, maybe two cores, and then we get weekly episodes. I'm a huge fan of that. If you guys know me, I love JoJo's, and I was very upset when Stone Ocean came out on Netflix and these batch releases that took so long and just felt so clunky and just gross, and it was so upsetting. But we got through it. We got through it. But it did mess with the viewing experience, and it wasn't the same. I know a lot of people were very upset with Demon Slayer, and although they loved the animation and the incredible fight scenes, a lot of people have an issue with the pacing of how it was paced. And it's almost like a 3 hour movie, dude. It is long. It is a really long movie. And a lot of that, while it is fighting, there's a whole nother hour of it that is just talking and dialogue. Whereas we got something like this Chainsaw Man movie, the Reze arc, where it's a whole arc condensed into a movie format, and but it actually feels like a movie. It doesn't feel like they just put 3 episodes together like how they did for the Dawn to Dawn releases, and put it and said that was a movie. No, this felt like it was written and directed to be this condensed story. And I mean, as somebody who's read the manga and knew what was coming, it's so crazy because it felt so self-contained. It almost felt like it was a non-canon story that they were just showing that you could just insert into Chainsaw Man with its own conclusive ending. Although I know that's not actually how it goes, and a lot of these events are super important to and integral to the story moving forward in Chainsaw Man. That's how it felt. So it's really interesting to see the difference in how they can do these approaches with these anime films and movies, and what exactly is to come, because it's genuinely kind of scary. I don't personally know if I would which way I would lean towards. It's interesting. It's fascinating because I don't know. I used to always consider myself as someone who wanted to go back to these weekly episodes, but after seeing this Chainsaw Man movie, I could be convinced, man. I could be persuaded, and I could be convinced that, maybe, although it is taking so long, I mean, like I said, Chainsaw Man season 1 came out in like what, 2021, 2022? It's 2025, almost 2026 now. That was literally like almost 3 years ago. We've been waiting since season one of Chainsaw Man to get this movie. While it is incredible, that's a really long time. That is a really long time. And look at Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen just had season one, season two Shibuya arc happened. Everybody loved it. And now, I mean, January, we're already getting the Culling games, which is crazy. It's so soon. Dawn to Dawn released, which I guess that could be a whole nother argument, but it came out super quickly with between season one and season two. I know there's a lot of people that said Science Saru actually had plans for it to just be one whole season and they just had to split it up because of core reasons. I don't know. But a lot of these shows are getting their adaptations relatively quickly. And for Chainsaw Man, it takes so long. You really got to ask yourself, do you prefer quantity over quality? Which that's to say, season one was not bad quality. I don't think any of Jujutsu Kaisen was bad quality, and I'm very curious to see how season or the Culling game arc, follows up with that. And there's just a lot to think about whenever we're asking ourselves, what's next for Chainsaw Man? Because this is a property that is so dear to my heart. If you guys have seen the last video I made talking about Chainsaw Man, you'll know how much I absolutely love Tatsuki Fujimoto and Chainsaw Man and his work. And I just want it to get the best adaptation possible. And if that means waiting so long to wait and get these movies, I think I might be okay with that. I think I might be fine with that. I think that it was so rare for me not to go back to again the last video, but that movie was something special, man. It was a really really special movie, and it made me feel all kinds of ways. Amazing. It was again absolute cinema, 10 out of 10 film. And if that could be replicated even 70-80% in the future installments, but it means we have to wait 2-3 years. Oh man, I might bite the bullet. I might do it. Now, it's so hard because I don't know. I would love to obviously sit here and hear news right now, like go on Twitter and just see, oh, season two's confirmed. We're getting International Assassins arc is coming like next year. And I'm like, okay, I'm ready. But I also wouldn't be upset if I heard that they're working on a movie and we get that whole arc because this next arc is crazy. Like I've talked about Chainsaw Man, I think it also depends on the author, right? And the story that's being told. With Chainsaw Man, I think that you could, there is a conceivable world where you could just break up these next arcs into movies, and I think it would work really well. I think that's something that Tatsuki Fujimoto, especially in part one of Chainsaw Man, does immaculately. Is that these all feel like arcs that are just super contained, not super long, and could work well as movies and films, and with each of them having this good gradual rise with a big bang at the very end of it. No pun intended for the Bomb Girl arc, but yeah, I mean, especially in the International Assassin arc, the way it ends is crazy, and they all have these incredible moments that showcase Denji's progression as a human being. It is so beautiful, and I could see it working really well as a movie, man. I could see it working really well. That's why I think this is so difficult and so hard for me because a lot of people, a lot of my friends especially too, when talking about stuff like the Demon Slayer movie, were very upset when they found out that it was going to be a movie, that it was going to be three movies, because we're going to have to wait a long time. And especially it's odd because with Demon Slayer, all like it's supposed to be three movies, but all the events are taking place like simultaneously in a single day, which is crazy. I mean, to wait probably what it's going to be end up being 6-9 years in total waiting for these movies if they come out maybe 7 years, like the shortest like amount of time, I think. Because if we're waiting two, I guess, yeah, no, probably 6 years. I was being a little dramatic maybe, but 6 years is a long time to get three movies. And just to remember all of that, to keep that retention. I'm sure each movie's gonna bang after the other, but that's a long time, man. That is a long time. I'm 20. I just turned 23 years old. I'll be like what, 26? Oh my gosh, 27. Whenever we're finishing Demon Slayer, that's crazy. And just for it to be like, oh, it was literally just like yesterday in the anime movie. So it's weird, man. It's weird. It's a lot to think about. A lot to I don't know, a lot of emotions I'm feeling. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about all this. I just wanted to get my thoughts out and share with you all. And I'm just curious to hear what y'all think. I mean, it's exciting. It's scary and exciting. Anime is growing and getting bigger. People are paying attention to it. It's getting more funding, hopefully. And so, who knows? Who knows what's in store for the future? It's just it's crazy. It's really it's fun that we're having these conversations. It's fun, but I know a lot of people want to go back to the regular, weekly anime format, which I think is completely valid and fair, and has a lot of merit to it. I think seeing Demon Slayer as a just season long event would be really cool. I actually am, as much as you all might know that I'm not a big fan of My Hero Academia, I do want to give it its flowers for containing its story and continuing to do these weekly episodes as well. It's going into season 8. I know personally I've had my ups and downs with it, but overall it's been a really good time, and I commend it for that. I think it's really cool to see that it is still possible. I mean, it's on season 8 right now, and while they have done movies, they've been non-canon and don't require you to view in order to get the whole story, which I really think is cool. And obviously, there is a market for that too. Maybe not to the same extent as something like Demon Slayer or Chainsaw Man, but people were going to watch it. It was a big deal, and I mean, they made quite a lot of movies, so who knows? Yeah, this is I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted to see what y'all's opinions were, and let's have a nice valid discussion, please, guys. Please, no fighting in the comments. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I guess there's no right answer. There's no right answer to this, and it's something that I'm looking forward to see what they do, because, like I said, if it means we get more peak, then so be it. So be it. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Normal podcast episodes are going to be back next week. I think Ben's coming out with his reaction to the Chainsaw Man movie later this week, so stay tuned for that. But that's been all. Love you guys. Sorry about the shorter video. Let me know what you guys think. Peace out. I'll see you on the next one. Arrivederci.